Right, so we are live here. It's now 3:30 p.m. Thursday here in Hong Kong. The clearance operations have started to begin at around 10:30 a.m. by the bailiffs, and the police resumed. They actually took over all clearance activities from the bailiffs, and now the police are taking care of this second phase of the clearance. The reason is the first phase of the clearance was covered by a court injunction issued by a minibus company. However, this clearance is purely a police operation, and what we can see now is police vehicles are now entering what was the protest area. So for the first time now in several months, we're seeing vehicles other than supply vehicles come in now, as 4 or 5 police vans are beginning to arrive on the scene. We can see the top end of the highway. They've pretty much cleared all of that. The tents have all been cleared out. The standoff at the front has been a real distraction. So while there is a big standoff going on at the front that we see where we were situated at, the real clearance is actually happening back here. So activities going on were definitely one large distraction, while we see the entire back end is now being heavy machinery removing the obstacles that still remain in the background. So you can see this has been quite successful on this end, and they've made a lot of progress so far. We can see they've entered more than around a third of the protest site. They're all approaching the midway point which used to be, but we can see here now they've moved in solidly without any sort of resistance. The debris is being pushed to one side almost. We can see clusters of debris building up, and more police vehicles are now entering this vicinity. But we can see the trash, the tents, all of the materials have now been shoved to the side of the road to make way for vehicles and more officers to come into this vicinity now. While the standoff still continues right at the front of the footbridge, we can see more and more clearance activities are being done currently through the back as we speak. So the people at the front may not even be aware that this is happening, but there is definitely a clearance going on here, and it's quite a swift clearance, and it almost looked like for whatever's coming next. There's a lot of cleaners. A lot of cleaners are moving in the background. There you can see their bright yellow vests on. So you can see people are beginning to clean the area as well. And also the heavy cranes and lorries that we see in the back. Those are removing the debris here now. The cranes and the lorries that we see in the back of this picture right ahead of us. So this whole area is being cleared while there is a standoff going off directly in front of us. So definitely we can say 100% for sure the standoff at the front is definitely one big distraction, while the rest of the site is being cleared, and it's being cleared quite efficiently at the moment. Cleaners have already come through. They're sweeping in the back, they're moving out. It's not just about clearing materials to the side, towards the back, you can see now roads are being swept and items are being taken away. So there is a clearance going on, it's just not and where all the tension is at the front. So we can see there at the front it's still a standoff, and now back here more and more heavy duty vehicles are coming in with cranes. More of these lorries are making their appearances now, clearing the site strategically from the back. We can see mattresses being removed here by police officers. This area here was full of a few hundred people, not 5-10 minutes ago, where they were given a final warning that they could exit via Tim May Avenue. However, demonstration. People left here already. They've left via Tim May Avenue, which is the route that the police has given people to exit from, and they've been told to show their Hong Kong identification card. They won't get prosecuted, but they're being allowed to leave through Tim May Road right ahead of us. But we can see not only that, the clearance is happening as we speak. The tents, materials, the wooden boards that were boarded across the streets are now being lifted up via a crane onto the back of a truck. Right. And as the clearance just continues here, we might just pop up to the front to see what's happening, to give you guys a real update all around. But we can see the clearance activities here is not stopping. It's definitely ramping up, and it's going on full scale right here, right now. And the local time is 3:37 p.m. I believe the police are actually trying to hurry this up, and the reason they're trying to hurry this up is past 5 o'clock. People get off work, and they're worried more and more people will try and at least come to this vicinity.
Hey, Beer Hacks.
Hey, Garvey.
You live?
Are we live?
Do you want to interview me again?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Garvey_B here again. And what have you seen?
Well, I haven't seen any confrontation between the protesters and the police.
They're leaving that to last, aren't they?
Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, the police are just moving quite swiftly through.
That's the word I used as well.
Oh, he's a blue oak.
There we go. Here are the PTU. This is a serious squad. They're a special unit that's usually left. Yeah, that's usually left for the more violent operations. So seeing them here is not a good sign at all, because they've been very violent throughout this whole movement. And now we've spotted the dark blue PTUs coming down the highway. You have to wonder, are they headed towards the confrontation right ahead of us at that standoff? If it is not good news for the protesters.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Stegosaurus?
You want to break it down?
So multiple police behind this long formation that they have, stretching all across one long formation.
Also tell the people something.
Yeah.
A guy by the name of Wong Yon Tat this afternoon was arrested on 59 charges of illegal assembly. Obviously, one charge for the day that he was at the protest site. So that was, and Wong Yon Tat is kind of is the leader of Civic Passion.
Passion Times.
Passion Times is their media organisation, and Civic Passion is the political organisation. So that was quite shocking, I think, for a lot of people. And other people that were arrested was the leader of Superfront, Alvin, and also Longhair's assistant, Raphael Wong, who was arrested last night. And I think there's probably others as well. So there seems to be a lot of arrests going on of people at their homes.
So they're rounding up almost not protest leaders, but protest management almost.
It's hard to say, but like people who would have been like, they're leaders. So yeah, they, so the police are arresting the leaders of kind of the pro-democracy groups. So that's quite.
And do you know what the penalty is for 1 day of illegal assembly?
No, I don't know.
No. So 59 counts. We don't know if he's looking at 59 months.
Imagine if they charged everybody who went to the protest once.
Right. To me, that's quite right.
I mean, that would be, they've got hundreds of thousands or millions of charges to file.
And what constitutes actually being there to participate is being there passing by, right?
Exactly. I mean, I would say, some people just walk through this area or sit down and they're not even, they're supportive, but maybe it's not right to call them protesters. They just pass through the area and offer their support to the protesters. They deliver food or, encourage the protesters. But it's obviously, the thing about the law, you're supposed to apply it consistently. So if they charge him with 59 counts of illegal assembly,
Charge you and charge me too.
I can get off. I've got my press pass.
Right.
But so many people, like Jimmy Lai.
Right.
Jimmy Lai, he's been here almost every day. If they don't charge him with like 60 or 70 charges of illegal assembly, it's obviously selective enforcement.
Which is making a mockery of the judicial system.
Exactly.
And they're already doing that with this quasi-clearance injunction show that they're doing. Alright. So we are now leaving the east end where we can see clearance happening and police are now moving in slowly. We're going to go back to the west end now to get an update from there. We can see police have definitely pushed down the highway. They've definitely gained some ground on that end as well. Hey Sam, what's happening over there? Can you give us an update, Sam?
Police line are holding right at where the first supply tent was.
Oh really? So they pushed in?
They pushed in through the first barrier, through the second barrier, and now they're just maybe 20 meters between.
There's still a gap before
Yeah.
they face off.
Yeah, so most of the protesters are actually on the bridge.
Okay.
And over there, so I mean from here I can see there's no one left.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Right, so in the back, you're right, everyone is left in the back. If you want to leave, they've all left. So all the protesters are in the front.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to go to the front.
See, I'm going to take some photos.
Alright, take care. Thank you. And that's the message from everyone, is we'll be back. And that is the sentiment that the protesters want people to know. This is actually just the beginning of it. Everyone realizes this is just the first phase. So no one is really down by this. Initially everyone was quite down, but now the feeling is that this has gathered this strong, passionate community together, democracy-loving people, and that we can always rebuild this even stronger is the sentiment that everyone's left or is leaving this protest by. So it's not a sense of defeat, but more of a sense of achievement in uniting all these freedom, democracy-loving people, bringing us all together, getting to know each other so that we can prepare for something bigger in the future. So from the center point here, we can see that the protesters are definitely in a killing position. Simply put, they're being squeezed in all four corners so that they have no way out. We can see here the police are pushed all the way up now, and from the back they're making their way up as well. So what will happen is this group of protesters and media that remain are essentially kettled here in this little corner, in this little square under control. How it goes from there is anyone's guess. The police have said they're trying to keep this as unviolent as possible, so hopefully minimal force is used when they do arrest the remaining protesters. Hey Ant,
Yeah,
you know where's Alexandria House?
Alexandra House
Yeah.
is in Central. It's up that way, sort of in the middle, just next to Landmark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what?
Is that Marks and Spencer's?
No, it's sort of opposite. It's a few buildings in from us.
Yeah.
It's the one with the Prada in the ground floor, the main Prada shop.
Okay, so it's nearer here than it is towards Langford. It's more near.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
Prada shop.
Yeah, why?
Got a meeting at 4 o'clock.
Oh man,
Got 8 minutes, so
shit. Good luck.
I'm going to run in the next couple of minutes because
Okay.
I don't think anything will happen here in the next few minutes.
No,
But it'll definitely be gone by the time I'm back.
yeah,
This is going to go down before the next half an hour
yeah. No, it's true. It's true.
because they can't leave this till 5 and people are going to start gathering around
Yeah.
in big numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. They're taking their sweet time about it, that's for sure.
They are, but they've got them boxed in.
Yeah, they're advancing faster.
They're really fast.
Get a solid line here that's
Yep.
advancing from there. So I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers by 90.
You'll get there.
You reckon I'll get there?
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Keep tweeting. Right, if anyone Andy, if you guys need someone to follow, he's right at the front line, gives excellent coverage. ATD, Ant D, do follow his tweets. He'll be right here from the front while I'm gone in the next 10 minutes. But Ant D will still be here tweeting from the front line, so do follow him. And hopefully that gets him to 1,000 followers, because he's a good guy, so do follow him.
I'll buy you a drink if I get there.
Shit.
Not all of you, just you, James.
So one thing I do see on their sides that I haven't seen is the orange tape. That is definitely something new that a few of the officers we do see have on their waist here. However, we see the positioning of the helmets to the side, the shields are down, batons are down, something in the next couple minutes at least. can see the PTU squad is behind the police, and that's normally their positioning. And they'll sneak right through the front eventually. But seeing them geared up tells me the PTU are definitely going to be involved in this. They've got their helmets on, so they might not be relying on the uniformed police officers, but the specialists, the PTU force in the back. You can see they're getting ready. They are ready, actually. They've got the helmets on. So I would guess something would happen via the back through the PTU unit and not these uniformed officers. Hey Sam, your best friends PTUs all geared up in the back there.
Oh, we're gonna charge soon.
I can see, yeah.
They're
So,
gonna charge.
well, how they operate is they always charge into the police, and the police don't have their helmets or anything, so they're definitely relying on the PTU. They're all geared up and ready to go in the back.
Oh, they're geared up now?
Yeah, they're geared up. They're jacked up and ready to go. Yeah, the specialists, the dark blues. They changed their names today?
The PTUs are the guys in the boots. Yeah. Constables are the guys with shoes. PTU are the guys with boots. Those guys, airport police, paramilitary, counter-terrorism.
They're ready. They're ready. Take care. So I'll be trying to move out the side here if I can, because I do have to end the broadcast. Unfortunately, I have to go to Central. But do follow the other tweeters. They're all around here. So this is what the view looks like from the other side of the highway currently. So I am now exiting the protest area, but we can hear a final warning has been given out now. So this is a final announcement. What you can hear here is a final warning being given out to protesters. We see some PTU officers here as well. Not sure what they're doing. But it does look like things will go down any minute now from the front. And I will now exit the protest because I do have to head over to the central direction. So we'll be signing off from the live feed now from Central Admiralty. It's 4 p.m. here on Thursday as the police are advancing, but we are going to sign off here for now. And do follow the other tweeters that we regularly follow. All right, thank you guys. Bye.